know, I got to be honest, Andy. I don't know how Apple keeps doing it with their technology. We're having a look at the latest MacBook, and I didn't think they could get the MacBook Airs any thinner and smaller, but they've done it. Not only have they made it smaller, thinner, lighter, but they've also made the screen bigger as well. I've been using a MacBook Air 11-inch, and I love it so much because it's so portable. This new MacBook is a 12-inch screen, so it's actually a bigger screen, and it still has a full-size keyboard.
So let's just clarify that. This is not a MacBook Pro, it's not a MacBook Air, it's just a MacBook.
Exactly.
And so that's how they're going to be naming it now?
I think that's how they'll probably be going forward. You know, essentially this is just as portable as the MacBook Air line, but you get more power, obviously more upgrade options, and again, a beautiful Retina display screen. It's 12 inches, you can see from edge to edge. It also has a new Force Touch trackpad, which is kind of cool. And what it allows you to do, depending how much pressure you put on it, I'll just open up a web browser down here, if I can. And what I do now is, typically if I wanted to open up one of these search results on Safari, I just click it. But if I want now, I can push down harder, and it'll actually give me a little preview window. Same thing works in emails and calendar stuff as well, so it's kind of cool.
I think it's going to take a little bit of getting used to kind of, because it's a new feature for the touchpad, so I think after a while they'll become second nature to a lot of people.
Well, I've been only using it for a couple days now, but already I can see how handy it is. So another interesting thing with the new MacBooks, you don't have the lit up Apple logo anymore. It's just kind of, depending on what color, silver, gold, or space gray. And you'll notice on the size of this thing, you can see how thin it is. Wow. Super thin. This thing is less than 1 kilogram in weight. I mean, you're looking at this and you're just like shaking your head.
Well, I just...
How is there a laptop?
Yeah, I'm like, you can just see it's so thin that there's really no ports on here.
It's using an Intel Core M processor. This thing only draws, or should I say sips, about 5 watts of power. Wow. And this is the power adapter. Look how small this little guy is.
Amazing.
So I'll just get you to hold that. Another thing you'll notice is that there are no ports on this thing anymore. Yeah. There's one. There's a USB-C port. That's kind of the new standard as far as USB ports, but it is everything. It is a USB port for hooking up things like mice, keyboards, all those types of accessories. It's a display port as well, so you can hook up an HDMI adapter, and it's also the power as well. So I love it because look how small this little USB is now. The only downside for me is that there's only one. So if you want to hook up multiple items to this at the same time, you're going to have to get a dongle or different adapters for it. But to be honest, you know, all the accessories I have a wireless keyboard and mouse. They're Bluetooth, so I don't need to hook anything up.
That's true, and in terms of USB, you know, everything's going to the cloud anyways, so a lot of people are storing their files up in the cloud, so you really don't need that as well on your MacBook. On
the other side, it does have an earphone jack here, so you can actually put on headphones, but that is literally the only 2 ports that this thing has on the entire notebook. Again, it's the new MacBook from Apple. Beautiful display, impossibly thin, and I really have to give this one a thumbs up.